Inside the Guide to Success is a GoComet's initiative designed to present you a series of sessions highlighting the features of GoComet.
So for the past few months, we are receiving a lot of requests from our existing clients who are using GoTrack module. That is a container tracking system, and they wanted to view the carbon emission with container tracking. So we thought, how should we collect their feedback? What better way to do it than to float a survey across all our customers who belong to various different industries, right from FMCG to automobile to pharmaceutical to apparel industries, to get their requirements. So once the survey was floated, we got to know few of the insights. In those insights, we found out those insights was floated across APAC, US and Europe region. In those insights, we found out close to 55% of our clients resonated with the challenge of tracking carbon emission. You can see in the pie chart, more than 50% of the APAC clients were interested in this, followed by the US and the European clients. After we knew that the clients were interested in this, we found out some reasons and challenges that they were seeking to CO2 emissions data as per the survey. One of the most important reason we found out was to reduce and identify the emission hotspots. So what exactly what this was, they wanted to identify in which of their particular trade lane, which of the carrier is emitting higher CO2. So I'll give an example. A certain customer is doing a shipment from India to Australia, India to Netherlands, India to Singapore. They wanted to clearly identify which of the trade lane, which of the carrier is identifying huge emissions so that they can analyze and take a particular decision. The second reason was non-availability of accurate and reliable data. So here, the customers were finding it very difficult to find accurate and reliable data which they can share with their stakeholders as well as their country government. So in the CO2 tracker which we have, we'll be properly following the GLEC framework. So you must be wondering what GLEC is. So GLEC is Global Logistics Emission Council. That is a framework which is widely accepted, and we will be following that framework in calculating the CO2 emission. Third reason and the challenge we found out was to comply with their local country government regulation and the sustainability growth. So customers gave us the feedback that it was their local country government norm that they had to declare the CO2 emissions and reduce it in their international trade going forward. Everyone will be taking you to our platform right away to show how it exactly looks like and how do we calculate it. So this is our GoComet platform. On the top, you can see there are different modules: GoProcure, GoShipment, GoTrack, GoInvoice. Today we'll be purely focusing on GoTrack. CO2 emission is an extension of our GoTrack module. GoTrack module, it's a container tracking system where we track your systems, and on the completed systems we display the CO2 emission detail. You can see there's a CO2 emission data, there's a completed status given to it. This is where you'll be able to track all your shipments together as well as see the emissions data. Adding the shipment to the platform is very easy. You just have to go to the Add Shipment tab, click on it, input your container number or PL number. We're just putting a random number right now. Put a carrier name, that is MERS, CMA, anything. You can associate a consignee to it as well on the platform and just click on submit. Once you click on submit, our platform will directly start tracking the shipment. It will give the current shipment details what are available on the carrier's database, and we will display it to you on our platform right away. If you see the first shipment, we'll exactly show you how I'll relate it to the platform, that formula that Vipul explained it to you. So the map, this is the live data of the vessel which has traveled across from the POL JNPT, that is Nhava Sheva to Lamchabat. So this is where we actually captured the distance. Hope you remember the formula: distance into intensity factor into weight. So distance is actually calculated from the live tracking into the intensity factor that we derive from the GLEC framework. Many factors are dependent in the intensity factor: the low sulfur from high sulfur, type of fuel, vessel size, everything is dependent here. Plus the GLEC framework involves the vessel details of 16,000 plus vessel details and their intensity factor. So this all helps in calculating the CO2. Now weight is something that you can directly provide it to us per shipment, and we will calculate and give it to you your CO2 emission. On the top right side, you can see in this particular page as well, the CO2 details have been shared. So here the details can be seen shipment wise, but also can be seen in an Excel report. If you click on an option on the right side, that's a download report. There's a last option on that report, that is CO2 emission report. You just have to click on that report. All the data that you have inputted on the platform will be exported in an Excel sheet. You can filter it month on month wise, year on year wise, or you can just download the report for 10 days. All the particular filters are available on the platform. This report can be shared with your teammates, your external stakeholders, guide you directly to our dashboard. This too is available on our platform. What is a dashboard? It's basically a management overview, a bird's overview of what exactly your shipments are looking on a world's map view. You can see the region-wise data has been given on this particular map. Exactly the CO2 emitted per ton. There's a port-wise data given as well. There are more 4 charts available. Month-on-month data is captured on the particular dashboard, so you'll be able to identify in which month the more cargoes or the CO2 was emitted. Then there's an average CO2 emission per ton given. That too is a month-on-month data. There's a mode-wise CO2 emission done. Currently on our platform, we are just focusing on ocean CO2 emission details. Hence, the pie chart is showing 100% ocean shipments. Going forward, we'll be having the air as well as the surface transport. In that case, it will be divided mode-wise. The data shared as per the carrier. That is, you'll be able to identify which carrier has emitted how much CO2. This data you'll be able to get, you'll be able to analyze, take decision and optimize your logistics process.